Sorry. Don't know what's wrong with the network. Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? So now this is a new stream, which means that anybody who clicks on the old one will not find it. But hey ho, I want to cook dinner. And hopefully, since the old one is shut down, if anybody comes to this page, they will see it. So I'm just going to put some onions in the pans. I've got two pans, one for sauce, one for the rice. Generous amount of onions in both. I'm going to put garlic in both. I like my garlic chopped quite finely, like really small pieces. I don't like finding chunks of garlic in my food. So garlic in both. And here comes the difference. Actually, ginger in both. So here, just got garlic and onions, and then I'm going to put ginger in both. I'm going to put ginger in both. And I did have a link above to Lulu's testimony. And unfortunately, because I've had to restart the thing again, and I'm in the middle of cooking, I didn't want to. Sophia Antonio, how are you? How's the singing? I need to come and see what your latest cover is. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing me out. I actually need that because I can't do it myself. So thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm just chopping the garlic. Let's see. I mean ginger, not garlic. Chopping the ginger. You know what they say, like different techniques, how not to cut your fingers. You push it out like this. But to be honest, I don't really don't need to be fast, so I'd rather do it the way that I usually do it. It feels more comfortable. And obviously over years and years of culinary school, well, months and months or however long, they get you chopping onions or whatever they do to make you get that technique. So I'm putting garlic in both pots. I have to decide which pot I'm going to put my rice in, which pot. I think I've decided already. But there we go. So that's that. Oh, thank you. Okay, thanks, Sophia. Much appreciated. So I'm just moving this about that it doesn't burn. Hemstone and pinky. I got it now, haven't I? In pinky. I've got it. So right now I am multitasking. Stream, the network, something was wrong with it. So I had to restart. So what you've missed so far, I've marinated the chicken wings. I have put that in the oven. So the chicken wings, let's move back because the steam will. Chicken wings are currently in the oven cooking away. What I used for that was I used Worcestershire sauce. honey, salt, pepper. That's it. And once it's like cooked, I might just put a little bit of smoked paprika on there. So it would be helpful if I had a spoon to mix. So I've got some leftover rice from yesterday, and I'm going to make fried rice with that. Hey, my gorgeous Lynn. I don't think you've ever been in the same live chat with Hempstone and Pinky, have you? You guys should check each other out. So what I'm doing now is I'm just stirring the onions, garlic, and ginger. And this one is going to have the fried rice in it. So it's just mixed vegetables and rice with turmeric. Simple. This one I'm going to use to make a sauce. It's got exactly the same thing. Onions, garlic, and ginger. Then I'm going to put tomatoes. And that's it. A bit of salt. So I posted the link on, oh, you're cooking as well. Oh, good. What are you making? I posted a link in my other live stream of a lady called Lulu who gave a testimony. And we're talking about not letting the past define you. Not letting your past define you. Like, obviously, that means not letting your past define you negatively. You're cooking ugali. That's posho, right? Maize flour, that way you like mix it. Yeah, the initial mixing bit of ugali is Jedediah, can you stop doing that, please? Give it to Daddy. Daddy, don't put it in the sink. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands. Yeah, so this is what I'm doing here now. I'm just stir frying the mixed vegetables, and I'm gonna add rice into that. And Bob's your uncle. Keep an eye on that one. Then close it. Now say that for me, okay? Yeah. Oh, you're a Kenyan runner. When do you come to the UK to compete? Are you going to be coming to the UK soon to compete? So, does ugali not make you heavy though? Like feel. And nutritionally, I'm wondering, like, you know, how much are you getting from it, or are you just eating that because you like it? So I was talking about a lady called Lulu, and I put her link above in my previous stream, but that stream I had to restart it and do it again, and I was already in the process of cooking. So if anyone is able to access that other stream, copy the link and put it in here, then that would be great. So so yes, what I'm doing now, what we're talking about is it, how can you ensure that your past does not affect your future negatively? Because your past will always affect your future, because day goes after day goes after day, right? But how can you ensure that it doesn't affect your future negatively? Learning how you understand. Hello, everyone. Oh, Queen Bianca is here. Hi, Queen. How are you? Okay, I'm okay with you. Great. Okay. So I'm just going to chop some. Can you see that? Some tomatoes. And for me, I just cut them sort of round. I don't do anything fancy with them. I just get them in there, and then they do their work. They do their work. I love tomatoes, just using tomatoes to make a sauce. It's great. Tomatoes, a little bit of salt, Bob's your uncle. You can add some pepper if you want. Then just chop them up however you want, really. It will go soft in there. So that's going to be in the sauce. And I'll probably add some more. But this is what the stir fry mix is looking like. It's got garlic, ginger, onions, and then I mix vegetables. Then I'm going to add some rice to there with some turmeric. I'm going to put a pinch of salt in there as well, because when you add the rice, it takes away any flavor. Not flavor, but it can be quite bland. Obviously, it depends what you put, what type of sauce you're having with it. I'm going to put the onions into the pan as well. Sorry, the tomatoes into the pan. Don't forget to watch Let's Cook Finals this Saturday. And to catch up, if you look at any of my recent videos, I've got the show. You just click on the link, it'll take you directly to watch each episode. Episode 1 to 5. Oh, is episode, did I put the link for episode 5? Have I put that in yet? Okay, I have. I have had technical issues because my phone has been messing up. Well, my phone doesn't work anymore. So yeah, so letting that go soft a little bit. I'm actually going to put the rice in the microwave because I don't want to have to be have it on the fire for so long. This is going to make a sauce now. Oh, the ginger. Ginger is just so great. Ginger and garlic. Ginger, garlic, and onions. That's all you need to make any sauce tasty. That's all you need to make any sauce tasty. My gorgeous Linz, have you been to Kenya? I'm making, what am I cooking? I'm making the sauce from this. I'm making stir-fried rice, fried rice out of this. And then I have got chicken wings in the oven. Cooking away. So I might give those a turn in a few minutes. I might give those a turn. So let's see. Tell me, guys, in between doing what you're doing, if you are able to type, what is it within you that makes you turn around your life circumstances to work in your favor in the future? Or how are you strategizing to ensure that anything that happens to you, whether good or bad, you use it to progress yourself? Today. 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 Jedediah. 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 Move back, please. I'm going to wake Mariah. Can you wake Mariah, please? Don't say Mariah, wake. Oh, the sound system is bad. Yeah, my sorry, my laptop. I'm using a different laptop, and I don't know how to. Yeah, it's just a very, very old thing, and it could also be because of the frying, the sound of the frying or whatnot. So once the tomatoes have kind of like softened, you can add some water there to give it the juice, to give it more sauce. Or you could just add more tomatoes if you wanted to. You can see the water is coming through there. Or if you wanted to, you can like blend tomatoes and put it in to make the sauce. So I probably have to be really close like this for you to hear me properly, right? Because there you've got the sound of the frying and all of that. So apologies for that. I'm just going to put some rice into a container, heat it up a bit, and then, because it's rice from yesterday, and then put it into the stir fry. So yeah, hopefully you guys get to watch that video from Lulu. And once I've settled down with all the mayhem of the kitchen, not really mayhem anyway, but once things are, I'm not like trying to monitor many things, I will go and find that link for you and post it again. I will post that link for you. But yeah, it just goes to show that you can have an unsteady, what you believe is an unsteady start in life. And as a result of that, you are able to let it be turned around by whatever forces. And in this case, for her, it was a call on her life that God had put on her life that allowed her to connect back through the Holy Spirit. And that was testimony. I'm trying to work out how much rice to put. Because usually when you put the stir fry, in, usually when you put the stir fry in, it bulks up the food. So you don't really need that much rice. Okay, good. So to reheat rice, you just put the rice in, put a bit of water, and then steam it up. So you just cook it up either on the pan or in the microwave. Ooh, that chicken is looking good. So this is what it looks like right now. This is what it looks like. Still want it a bit softer. Gonna add a little bit. That's the veggies there. Put that off for now. Add a little bit of water to this, and then we're almost ready. We'll almost be ready. There's one thing that I really like using. It's called shito. It's a hot sauce, not hot sauce, but a blend of fish and whatnot. All natural ingredients, and it's called Ghana's Best Shito. I'll show you. And this is not sponsored, although I might get in touch with them because I like it so much. Really good. Oh, were you outside? Yeah. I thought you were upstairs. Oh, she's there. So yeah, we're almost done. Just gonna heat up, create our sauce. And with any sauce, to thicken it, all you have to do is either blend tomatoes and put them in there, or potatoes. Potatoes are a good thickener. Or some people just mix flour with a little bit of water and then put it in their sauce to make it thicker. But I noticed, like in Uganda, a lot of the sauces, some of the sauces that I've had are very, 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 very watery. Hey, Auntie Nora, 5754, who is not 54, she's 28, if you don't mind me saying your age. I hope you saw my comment. We're making some food here, and I've got a sauce going, which you can't see. Hold on. I've got a sauce going, onions, ginger, garlic, tomatoes. I've got some veggies mixed up, which I'm going to add some rice to, and I'm going to make a fried rice. And then I've got some chicken wings, which I'm going to turn now. I'm just going to move them around a bit so that you get the crispiness all over. those. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. So I'm just going to turn these over so that I get the crispiness and also the jus can get into the different places there. Don't you just love chicken wings? I love chicken wings. Obviously, if you're a vegan, you don't, but I like chicken wings and ribs. Give me chicken wings and ribs every day. I would eat that. Don't know if you can hear me. I said, give me chicken wings and ribs every day. I would eat that. Hey, Toxi, Tokumbo. This is the lady of food. Tokumbo is the lady of food. Go and learn how to make jollof rice and the likes. Tokumbo Latoya TV. Thanks for coming. Who else is there? J. Curtis Vivo. Hi, hi, hi. I'm just going to put these chicken wings back in. And I'm going to put on some of them, I'm going to put some smoked paprika. I'm going to put some smoked paprika. I haven't opened this yet because I just bought it because I ran out. So maybe I'll put it on the big ones and then I know that it's on the big ones. There we go. And I think I'm going to drizzle a bit of honey, a bit more honey on the other ones. There we go. So there we'll have two different flavors. There you go. Look. I'm going to put this back in now. What I was talking about someone's video. She's called Lulu. And I started a live stream and I was really organized. I went to her video and the page and I copied the link and I put it in the live stream. And had to shut down the last live stream because the connection just stopped and it wasn't working. So now that I've started, I just had to quickly start a new one because I was cooking. And I don't have that link there, but she's called Lulu, and I wish I could even remember the channel site. It's called something like Power Girls. Oh, my mind. And yes, anyway, she was giving her testimony. If you look at the last live I had on, it's got everything in there. So this rice, you can see the steam coming up. So it just means that we're not like trying to really cook it and get all those bits cooking in this. What we're actually doing is just mixing it in and blending the flavors. I'll use turmeric, which is a good healthy spice anyway, but that also gives it that yellow color. And the reason I'm mashing this is just so that I'm not mashing it, I'm just separating the rice so we don't get any cold spots or hot spots. When we're putting it into fry, it will fry properly. So it's a good way to use leftover white rice. You just turn it into fried rice. You're not frying it from scratch, but at least you are doing something with it. Okay, so now I put the fire back on. Let's twist this a bit. I put the fire back on. This is in here. I should put the light on now, shouldn't I? There we go. That's better, isn't it? Okay. I need something to... I've got some stock in the fridge, but I don't want to spoil the taste of that. Simple is nice. I like simple. I might go with the... Let's taste it first. I need to season. I need to put some salt in there. Just a little bit. I'm going to put some more water. I think I'm going to use the flour method. Like for me, I can actually have rice without a sauce. I don't necessarily need to have a sauce, but my husband likes to have a sauce with the food. I'm just mixing this up. If you want, you can put egg in as well. Like if you fried an omelette, you can put the bits of egg in if you want. And in fact, you don't even need to put the turmeric if you don't want. You could just leave it like this. Which actually, I think I might do that. I'll do that. I'll just leave it plain like this. And these were frozen vegetables. So yes, my question really, based on Lulu's testimony, is what? Oh, it's buffering. Is it buffering? Can you let me know if it's buffering? I can't actually see. I can't even see the comment because these pop-ups keep on blocking here. Yeah, is it buffering? But yes, if you want to, you can put turmeric. Just mix it with a bit of water if you want, so that it's not like dry patches elsewhere. You know, in one place and then in the other. Okay, it's back now. Ooh, that chicken looks good. The chicken looks good. Always do the taste test. The carrots just make it so tasty because they're sweet. Let me cover that now. Steam away. Put it on very low heat, which it is on already. And then I'm just going to use the flour method, which I tend not to use. I usually use more tomatoes and then it makes it thicker. But I will today, just because I don't want it to be watery. And actually, what I usually do is I put potatoes. I usually put potatoes. And that helps it to thicken. So potatoes help it to thicken. There we go. I'm just going to put some flour. I'm going to add some water to that. Mix it all up. I'm going to turn down the oven as well, because we don't need that. In fact, I can put the oven on. I don't need to turn it down. I just need to put a little bit in and mix it. See what I just did there? So if you're ever struggling with how to make your thing thick, you don't need to buy all these packet stuff. You can just get normal flour, add water, and that's it. What I'm going to do, that should be on nice high heat. Let's move this here. Just turn this down. See, now if I want, I can add some more water, but just make sure that if you keep on adding water, then you can you have to add the flavor as well. Make sure you mix it. I'm trying to show you, but then by doing that, I'm ruining my sauce. Yeah. So yeah, how do you? Because Lulu's testimony was that she started off with a rough patch, and she, her dad was abusive, used to abuse her mother, beat her, verbally abuse her. She ran away to South Africa and decided to sort of start her own life. And then sauce is very different to how I usually do it. It always happens when you're doing it on camera, doesn't it? Mind you, I have used flour. But yeah, we just wanted something anyway to. If you wanted to add color, you can put yes, you can put tomato paste when you're frying the onion. Oh, okay, food is ready now. So that's it. I will plate up now, and then we'll see what the final product looks like. We'll see what the final product looks like. Let's tidy up a little bit, Okay. Okay. I'm going to use these two as our plates. I'm going to get something to act as a shaper. Depends how hungry you are as well. And because I've got the mixed vegetables in here, I don't. Oh, the topic, Aga, the topic is how do you, if you have a rough start in life, or when things happen in life, if you have a rough start in life, how do you ensure that your destiny isn't defined by that rough start negatively? And I was just sharing the story of someone called Lulu, who put out a video today, and she shared about her upbringing. She ran away from home when she was 17. Her dad was quite abusive, and she is a Christian now, but things were kind of rough, and she ran away to South Africa. And I'd put the link in the previous chat, in the previous live that I set up. But unfortunately, that live got cut off, and I had to start again. And yeah, so I was just saying, how can we as individuals, make sure that our past, because you're talking about her past and how, her past now is not defining her negatively. Well, she did say negatively, but it's not defining her. But then I would say it's not defining you negatively, because the past could be a good past and then it could define you positively. Or for some people, it's a past that's not so good, but it's defining them positively because they are choosing to fight against the stereotypes to say, okay, well, I grew up in this, surrounded by drugs, whatnot, so by default, I should also start doing that. You know what I mean? So how can we help ourselves to ensure that our past doesn't define our future negatively? Is the topic. Ooh, look at these. Look at these babies. And if you are vegan, then I'm sorry. I should have actually warned to ask you to look away, but I thought about that too late. Because not everybody likes chicken. You can't assume that everybody likes chicken. Okay. I'm serving it. So we'll just place that nicely on top of that. Food is ready. All right. Let's move that this way. So here is the finished product. Let's get it. lots of nice vegetables in there for the kids. That's good. Let's find where I can put this. Yeah, so that's the topic. So, Aga, what is your answer to that? Because I'm going to be ending this live stream as soon as I've served up so that we can eat our food hot. That is always a challenge, isn't it? Making sure that you can eat your food while it's still hot. Okay. And what I'm going to do is not often that you get the chance to have like plantain and stuff. But another alternative is just having a banana with it. If you want that plantain feel, but you don't have plantain with you, just go for a banana. Oh, look, it's a smiley face. It's a smiley banana bit. I can't see what's happening. Thank you. So, eyes are in. Oh, it's upstairs. Did I bring it down? You never have enough fruits in a house. And then on top of that, especially in a house with young kids as well, you can never have enough fruit. Personally, for me, my fruit at the moment are oranges. Oranges are my thing at the moment. Where you go? Right. You want to do what? You want to help me make? You want to see what I made? That's good. There we go. Finito. And we just put the sauce and that's it. Chicken. That's chicken. Yeah. And if you want it to be like really fancy, if you get like a little bowl, a small bowl, and put the sauce in that bowl, then people could just pour it on. But we're not gonna go into that. We're not gonna go into that. I'm just gonna pour this on here. No milk. Milk with this type of bed later on, yeah. Here we go. It's putting some sauce. It's hot. It's hot. Your finger's hurting. What happened? Did this sauce touch your finger? It's hot. Oh, yeah. Sorry. This one. And trust me, we're not going to be having one piece of chicken each. Eat what? Explain that. Auntie Nora, explain that. You see, I love how she is showing us live. How am I showing you live? How is she showing us live? And she will eat. Hope she eats with us here too. I'm not gonna eat here. I'm going to eat on the table away from the computer. All those food are mixed. So this is the final product. And my husband's just added some sweet corn just because we had some left. So we want to try and use up stuff. So he just added some sweet corn there. But yes, hopefully you didn't really answer the questions. I didn't see anyone answering the questions. Come on, guys, you need to pick up your game. Multitask. Mm. So food is going to the table, and so am I. Bye bye. Bye bye. Have a lovely evening. See you here again on Tuesday and on Thursday. Bye. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. And check out Lulu's thing. Check the other stream. The link is there.